All right, Cancer, what's up? Fati here, the Afghan Mystic. Here to pull some cards on what to pay attention to during this Mercury retrograde. What kind of things might be coming up for your sign during this Mercury retrograde, also in your sign. So what is it that's coming up to be revisited for Cancer? What could potentially be coming up to be revisited for Cancer during this Mercury retrograde? I haven't used this deck in a while, and I was called to use something that has crystals in it also because I'm definitely a crystal girly, and I'm big on colors, textures, chakras, you know, things like that. Girl, boy, whoever you are, whatever you are, we got a lot. Okay, first and foremost, we have Seven of Wands, blue kyanite. I love this. Okay, we have multiple, but this is where we'll start. So, the Seven of Wands and blue kyanite, very interesting because of the fact that blue kyanite and Seven of Wands is all about communication. It's all about defending yourself, standing your ground, fighting for what you believe in. You know, she's here, she's got her wand, and then there's 6 other ones kind of like facing her, but she's looking up and she's like, you know, ready to go. And blue kyanite is a high vibrational crystal, but it is a crystal that is very linked to communication, your throat chakra. So speaking your truth, expressing yourself clearly, authentically, compassionately, right? And also working with your intuition. So seeing a little more clearly, thinking more clearly, finding ways to communicate more clearly. So, okay. So overall, as the first theme, what's coming up for Mercury retrograde for you to consider at this time is maybe how you defend yourself if you haven't, and not even defending yourself in a way that's defensive, right? It's standing up for what you believe in, fighting for your rights. Every time I pull this card in my head, it's you gotta fight for your right to party, right? Or whatever else you want to do. But if it's something that's important to you, defending that, standing up for that, advocating for that, and feeling strong in your convictions, right? And definitely with the blue kyanite, it's one of my favorite crystals because I feel like it is very high vibrational, it is very cleansing, and it is very like attuning to assisting you in expressing yourself and communicating yourself clearly. Next we have death and we have jet, and look at our vulture friend. Okay, so transformations coming up. Okay, birth, redeath, death and rebirth. Oh my goodness. Vultures could be a sign for you. Jet, I haven't worked with jet. I feel like every time I see this crystal in a shop, like I pick it up, I walk around with it, and I want so badly for us to like be friends and work together, but I still don't own a piece yet. Like it doesn't want me. And I feel like jet is, I mean, this is death and rebirth, right? So transformation, change, understanding the process of death and rebirth, really letting things go. If there's negativity, if there's a darkness, if there's a heaviness that is weighing down inside of you, allowing it the opportunity to come up for you to really face it head on and make those amends, come to terms with things, allowing yourself the space of grace and acceptance and just kind of seeing things for what they are. Vultures, I love them so much. I know that they can look kind of scary and whatever, but when you look into like the lore and even just like them as a species and like how they work in the grand scheme of things, they literally clean up the vermin off of the earth. Like, they cleanse the earth with like being able to take care of all those things that kind of have passed on. You know what I mean? Like, they're kind of like this stuff that's dead. It's like, it can be diseased, it can be gross, it can be just like taking up space in like a weird kind of way, but at the same time it's so beautiful, like how these vultures work together. Because if it wasn't for them, like, I just don't think that our living conditions would be as clean. It's just like a really beautiful process of seeing life, death, and rebirth, and how those things kind of cycle together. So I don't know, maybe allow this vulture to clean up the dead vermin in your life and transmute it into something beautiful that you can use. We also have the devil. Damn, bitch, you got these. Sorry, I got a text message. Okay, we have some very like deeply transforming areas of your life right now. We have a lot of major, I mean, so far it's 2 major arcana cards, but we have the devil now, which is amethyst, and you can see this person is looking in the mirror. Why does this bitch look like me right now? That's crazy. Also, I do own a new piece of amethyst that I'm obsessed with. So the devil card is taking a look in the mirror, especially in this essence, looking at the things and becoming more clear on what serves you and what doesn't. Are there parts of you that need to be released? Are there parts of you that need to be invited in and accepted, right? So when you're looking in the mirror, you have like two things on each side that give like a more balanced sense of self. So do you feel balanced in your sense of self? Are there things that you can do? Are there things that you can take care of? Are there things that you can face and come to terms with that will help you feel more balanced? What is going on here? I'm literally wearing this little devil shirt and we pulled the devil card. And the devil is a 15 to a 6. So numerologically, like, that is moving into a more harmonious space, which you can see with the infinity at the top, and then how everything is balanced, you know, equally on both sides. Amethyst is connected to your crown chakra. It's very divine energy. It's psychic protection. It's cleansing. It's clarity. It's intuition. It's clarity of mind. Psychic vision, allowing yourself to see things clearly for what they really are, and tapping into that energy and grounding it in yourself and grounding it into this earth. So, you know, I feel like maybe there's some places that you can release control, release old identities and ways that you thought of yourself or you think other people are seeing you in any sort of way, and, you know, just allowing those things to be cleared out and to process that and to come to terms with how you see yourself, how others see yourself, and what is it that you really want. Devil energy can also be energy that keeps us stuck. Like, there's something that we think we're like chained and we're bound, but in actuality, you're the only one restricting yourself. You're the only one binding yourself. So is there a place mentally that you're also binding and limiting yourself and not seeing that there is a way out and there are different ways of doing things and seeing things? These are long. I did not want them to be this long. Okay. Queen of Swords energy. Okay, Queen of Swords energy, definitely giving. So Swords is all about your mindset. Queen of Swords can be somebody who is very logical, but can also be very stern, very rigid, very stuck in their ways. So it can be a mother figure, okay? And we are in Cancer season, so definitely I would say this could be an archetype of that. The stone is black diamond, and I gotta be honest, I know nothing about that stone because I haven't worked with it. But if it's black and it's a diamond, I'm gonna go with it being very protective and grounding, but also very clear. So whether this is an aspect of you or somebody that's you're dealing with, maybe they're not coming across the right way. Maybe they are like wanting to be grounded and protective and like clear and wanting to help you in a certain way with their mindset because that's how they see things, and maybe it's just not translating that way. You know what I mean? Because people can have good intentions and can still not know how to deliver things. So that could be a thing. But I don't know. Queen of Swords, again, definitely logical, concise, calculated, protective, grounded, very clear and straightforward as an energy. I love a good thunderstorm, but I gotta be honest, sometimes they freak me out. Especially because I'm literally right by the window, which probably is not a good thing. I'm praying for my well-being right now. Ooh. 3 of Wands energy. Okay, so 3 of Wands, Aura Quartz. Aura Quartz is this quartz that has kind of like a titanium kind of coloring. I wish I had a piece with me. I don't own that many. I think they're really pretty. But they have like a coating on it. If you've seen it, it's kind of like iridescent, rainbowy, colory. And 3 of Wands is all about being open to different paths and where they're going. So yes, she has, you know, she's in between these 2 wands, but then she has one more right here that's kind of leading her down a middle path. So maybe taking a step back and revisiting, you know, different paths, different ideas, different things that you had going or things that you were considering on working on, or a certain path that you wanted to go down, and just understanding that maybe there's more than just 1 or 2 ways. Maybe there is a third middle path that will take you exactly where you want to go, but you just have to be open to that. Okay. My goodness, this is so long. I'm so sorry, but also thank you. I didn't want it to be this long. 6 of Coins, yellow topaz. So 6 of Coins is all about harmony, and coins are all about coins. So I would say a reciprocal energy of give and take. Having enough for yourself, but equally being open to giving to others. But not in a sense of over giving. Definitely like there's 6 here, right? So 3 for me, 3 for you, 4 for me, 2 for you. Just like kind of feeling the balance of what the reciprocity is, excuse me, with your time, with your energy, with your space, when it comes to work, when it comes to your relationships. Like, is it reciprocal? Are you feeling a reciprocal energy? And if not, taking a step back to reconsider how you could do those things. And yellow topaz, that's your solar plexus. That's all about your confidence, your creativity, your joy, how you show up in the world, the things that light you up, right? What makes you radiate. Yeah. I hope that's helpful. Oh my goodness. You have a lot of like money energy here. So now you also have 3 of Coins, which is chrysoprase. 3 of Coins energy is going to be, and chrysoprase is all about your heart chakra. So is there a way that you can show up authentically from your heart? Are you working on something? 14:14 on the clock. Are you working on something that you're skilled in, that you're passionate about? Is it something that you can kind of show off? Like, you're not show off in like a show off, but if you're working in a team setting, because 3 of Pentacles is usually kind of like working in a team environment, collaborating, doing things with others, and you showcasing your skills. And this is giving peacock vibes. So I'm like, is there a place that you can peacock? Right? And again, chrysoprase is definitely like a very heart-based stone. So something that you love, something you enjoy, something that you're passionate about, that you care about. Five of Swords in reverse with a smoky quartz. Five of Swords is also mental energy, but it's also protecting yourself. Like, it's kind of the energy of like getting into arguments that are unnecessary, defending yourself against things that are unnecessary, just like things that don't need to be happening. So I feel like it's in the reverse position. So I feel like those swords are falling away so that you can release all of that like unnecessary tension and negativity. And the stone here is smoky quartz, and smoky quartz is all about grounding your energy, being protective, releasing any kind of negative energy, negative juju that's, you know, in your aura, in your field, around you, surrounding you. So I feel like that's a really good place to be. And then lastly, we have Four of Coins with Apophyllite. Four of Coins is typically an energy of like holding on to money too tight, being too rigid, like being so like scarcity mindset, like you're holding on too tight because you don't think it's going to come back. And the way that this is portrayed with the Ouroboros, right, like the infinity snake and how everything's lined up, I feel like it shows the energy of how things come in aligned, how four is a number of stability, security, foundations, and just kind of like lining things up and understanding that we are connected to all that is, and there is an unlimited resource of abundance available to us. We're not as limited as we think. You know, of course we feel that way in certain aspects because of like what we've been taught and what we've been told and like how we've lived our lives. But tapping into the energy of abundance, apophyllite is a very high vibrational stone that really connects you to your inner knowing. It connects you to higher realms, that connects you to your intuition and receiving clarity from the universe that you're searching for. And see, like it's all connected, and there's a balance here. It's like an ebb and flow. There's always a balance, and you know, coming to a place where you can be open to that and realize that, I think will help you significantly. That was a mouthful. I didn't want it to go this long, but whatever, man. I love you. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know how this resonates and how this retrograde goes for you. All right. Love you. Bye.